This is your daily briefing and you're most welcome to it. Fantastic win. 5 goals. Goal difference has just gone bonkers through the roof. It's fantastic to see, but we might want to just kind of introduce a bit of perspective to all of this, because thumping these rubbishy teams heavily week in, week out, is it really the path to success? I would suggest we've got to kind of weigh it up, balance things out a little thing. Hold two thoughts in our minds at the same time. And the reality is that the Toffees have not gone bad overnight. They've been run into the ground by bad owners. Farhad Moshiri sacked Roberto Martinez, Ronald Koeman, Sam Allardyce, Marco Silva and Rafa Benitez, whilst Carlo Ancelotti left of his own accord in order to return to Real Madrid. Everton's tally of 22 points after 25 games is their lowest at this stage of a top flight season in the club's history. In the club's history. They're winless in their last 11 Premier League away games, 9 losses and 2 draws in all. You can mock Frank Lampard all you like, but his situation is very similar to that of Nuno's during his depressed bunny in the headlights routine. Lampard must have been doing his level best not to spontaneously combust as Dele Alli took a teary bow before the home fans. The former Spurs boy served up another 25 minutes of ineffectual dross for the Toffees. One can only presume that Frank wasn't the driving force behind that transfer. The only thing that may save Everton from relegation is that the current bottom 3 sides look firmly embedded, determined to go down. That said, Leeds United and Everton do appear keen to force their way back into the Championship. There was a great article on the BBC by Phil McNulty this morning, and he said it wasn't about whether Everton were too good to go down, but were they good enough to stay up? And the answer is no. Conte says we played better when we've had more time to prepare, and this may well be true, but like Leeds United, Everton, they're so substandard. We could probably beat them after a few pints and a curry. Perhaps I'm misreading Conte's body language here and his general demeanour, but I don't think he's losing his mind and getting giddy with excitement after scoring 9 times in 2 games. I think that is more about who we're playing rather than how we're playing. When I say Everton and Leeds are substandard, you will note that this is with a dozen games to go and Spurs looked utterly confused when playing Middlesbrough. The stone cold truth is that our division has some absolute rubbish in it, and it will take more than hammering some of the sides on the slide to convince me that we're truly improved. Without in any way being arrogant, we don't really have any teams snapping at our heels right now, but we are desperately waiting for someone above us to falter. The most obvious pairing that might collapse are Manchester United and West Ham. We have 2 games in hand over both of those sides, and so if we are to take control of our own destiny, then that surely starts with us beating Manchester United at Old Trafford. Don't forget, it was going to be 4-0, then it was not quite 4-0. I will add, and a few will thank me for it, but the moment you start factoring in the wear and tear of European football, it will affect domestic form of this squad, which simply isn't big enough to compete on 2 fronts. It would be nice to think of Spurs in Europe, but right now I keep getting this mental image of a dog chasing cars. What would we do with one if we caught it? Are we suddenly better placed with players to tackle the Europa Conference League, Europe's 3rd tier of football? I'm enthused by the wins. It's better to be winning than drawing or losing. But all I'm saying, I'm just trying to be, as usual, be pragmatic with you, because I think it's very easy because of the way the media works these days. I don't mean mainstream media, but I just mean the industry where they're pumping it out endlessly, and all these emoticons are fire, and everybody gets hysterical very quickly. That's the mood you're encouraged to be, okay? That's what they feed on. But I'm just trying to be a bit more level-headed. We beat Manchester United. That tells me we're turning a corner. Call me old-fashioned, but hey-ho. Good luck. Keep it on them.